Hello, my name is METİN. This is 238th part of explanation of my theory. According to my theory and my formulas, gravitation has no effect on galactic formation. Gravitation doesn't explain galactic formation. Galactic formation cannot be explained by gravitation. Galactic formation has nothing to do with gravitation. And galactic formation has nothing to do with dark matter and dark energy. Yes. 1. At the center of every galactic formation is a black hole. 2. All solar systems and all stars align in a certain order around a black hole. Aligning of the stars in a certain order around a black hole has nothing to do with gravitational force. It has nothing to do with gravitational pulling force. 3. There is no pulling force phenomena. In other words, if you say gravity, there is no gravity between stars and black hole. 4. This means a black hole doesn't pull the stars that are rotating around it. 5. For instance, each spiral galactic formation takes place under the influence of a black hole. This influence is not originated from gravity. 6. As I told you before, and as I showed you before, a black hole is a giant electron motion form. An electron motion form is an a black hole is a giant electron motion form, and electron motion form is a spherical, ring-shaped, open-ended. Here, this is electron motion form, and its successive ring-shaped spherical waves, and a black hole is a giant electron motion form, and this is motion arrow that produce and propagate that successive waves in meta-sensation perception matter. Motion arrow, axis of an electron motion form or a black hole. A black hole is a giant electron motion form. An electron motion form is a spherical ring-shaped, open-ended. Opposite accepted physics black hole singularity word picture. Yes, a black hole is a giant electron motion form. An electron motion form is a spherical ring-shaped, open-ended, perpetual, intrinsic motion form of meta-sensation perception matter. An electron motion form is the unique source of successive, spherical, ring-shaped, open-ended light waves. Each of these spherical motion forms are light waves, and gravitational waves are nothing but light waves. Light waves as spherical ring-shaped motion forms are continuously going on their cyclical motions, and each of their surface point has linear velocity for the first cycle. If an electron motion form is not relocating, linear velocity of any point of motion surface is 1,884,000 km per second. 6.28 times greater than the speed of light. I advise you to watch my former videos about electron motion forms and its laws that I put forth. Yes, an electron motion form or a black hole complete their each spherical surface motion cycle An electron motion form or a black hole complete their each spherical surface motion cycle from the axis motion arrow through two opposite directions, okay? Up, down, down. Or opposite direction, down, up, up, okay? Think of three-dimensional. According to my theory and my formulas, an electron motion form is not dimensionless point particle. But according to accepted physics theories, electron is dimensionless point. Yes, point particle. Yes. When a free electron motion form, when a giant electron motion, an electron motion form or a black hole complete their each spherical surface motion cycle from the axis motion arrow through two opposite directions like this. Okay? Think of three-dimensional. 7. When a giant electron motion form, when a black hole rotates around its axis, its motion arrow, its waves come out as spiral shapes in the context of two-dimensional projection. When a free electron motion form relocates, or when a giant electron motion form relocates, point wave velocity, point wavelength, point energy, point mass, point angular momentum, point linear velocity of each surface point each surface point of its wave vary, change, depend on electron motion form's motion direction and motion velocity, linear motion or rotational motion. Yes, maybe different formulas, but same theory that I put forth. And for linear relocating velocity of electron motion form, I have put forth formulas. Yes. Again, this is important. When a free electron motion form relocates, or a giant electron motion form, a black hole relocates, point wave velocity, point wavelength, point energy, point mass, point angular momentum, point linear velocity of each surface point of each wave vary, change, depend on electron motion form's motion direction and motion velocity. 8. Stars formation and galactic formation imitate, mimic all the aforementioned changes of light waves. All stars around a black hole follow this black hole's waves trails. While doing this, their rotating velocities imitate, mimic waves point linear velocity and probably imitate, mimic point linear velocity changing. Galactic rotation curve discrepancy and galactic rotation curve is the proof of this. Galactic rotation curve is one of the proof of my theory and my formulas. I have told you before. Wait a moment. B. Their masses imitate waves' point mass and point mass changing. C. Because from the motion arrow axis to two opposite direction side completing the wave motion cycle of a black hole, stars must mimic this and must follow the trails, therefore must rotate in opposite direction. Some stars must rotate one direction and some of them must rotate opposite direction. Yes. Observations prove this. 9. Galactic scale magnetic fields and galactic scale magnetic lines in a galaxy must represent giant electron motion form, black holes, spherical wave motions. Therefore, there must be galactic scale magnetic lines and magnetic fields in two opposite directions. There must be. Observation proved this. I look at some of observations about magnetic fields at galactic scales, magnetic lines at galactic scales, and I saw the same opposite directionality like this, just like this. Here, some magnetic line directions, just like this. And here, opposite direction magnetic lines, just like this. If you want, okay, you can look for and you can find. Yes, observations prove this. Yes. 10. Eventually, all of these doesn't need gravitation, doesn't need dark matter, and doesn't need dark energy. I will go on step by step. I will go on. See you later. Have a good day.